Hello everyone, I'm Sabrina from United Integration Technology, represent HT Italia product. So today I would like to introduce to you our solar instrument as well as EV charger instrument. Come and take a look. Okay, so today I would like to introduce our first equipment, which is macro EV tester, which is an electrical equipment as well as an EV simulator. It can measure up to 12 electrical parameter as well as simulate an EV car. So the beauty of our product is it have help key, which is easier for our electrical engineer as well as technician during installation. Okay, second product is our most selling product, which is PV Check Pro, capable of doing VOC up to 1500 volt as well as 40 amps current. This is the highest range in Malaysian market. Our selling point for this product is it can do ground fault test, which is can locate poor string connection in between panels. So it comes with a reference cell as well as irradiance sensor. So next, moving to our power quality analyzer, which is this equipment used to analyze and monitor the electrical consumption up to 383 electrical parameters. So it is very harsh and it is IP65, which is waterproof, drop proof, doesn't matter any height, and it can monitor real time by using cloud, can connect it to our Android iPhone. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sanjay from KVC, a solution specialist, which mainly focusing on the, as you can see behind me, the solar PV segment that what our company is able to offer. So from the very first get-go, as you can see from the very top, we have the solar modules, in which we are the distributor of the brand called Jinko Solar, which is also a tier 1 of solar modules provider in globally currently, right? So in hindsight, what happens is when you have a module installed in the rooftop, because once again, as you can see, the main segment that we have over here is for the residential segment, which also obviously stands for when you have the solar system installed in your residential household, right? So when you have the solar modules installed, then what happens is it will go from solar module all the way down to what we have over here is called a smart energy controller, or in other words, it's called as a PV inverter, solar inverter, which obviously the brand that we have over here is Huawei, right? So now, the main concept from here is that whenever there's sunlight hitting on the solar modules, it will channel the energy down to the inverter and it will do the conversion from DC to AC, and from there on, it will provide energy to your household consumption in order to lower down your overall consumption of electricity, right? So at the same time, we have a full package of offering, which another product that we have over here is the Smart String ESS, or in other words, it's called as energy storage system. So what the main function of the storage system is that whenever there's any excess generation from my solar modules, then I will able to charge my energy storage, my battery, and I will discharge it at night for my own consumption as well. So at the same time, to complete a full set of offering, then we do have the EV charger as well. So obviously, when what the main differentiation factor of Huawei's EV charger is that you are actually able to power up the charger from my solar modules, which means to say I will have energy generated from my solar modules all the way down to my energy controller and to my EV charger. So what it means is that the energy that I use to charge my electric vehicle will be from a purely green supply. Moving on to the commercial and industrial segment. So very similarly, the offerings that we have over here is also on a smart energy controller that we have over here. But the main differentiation factor is that the model of our smart energy controller is catered towards a commercial and industrial segments. For example, any factories, shopping malls, any commercial and industrial areas, right? So obviously the size of the energy controller is ranging anywhere from 12 kilowatt all the way until 150 kilowatt of a model of a capacity. So what happens here is that there is a multiple array of solutions or hardware propositions that we have in order to cater to different kind of commercial and industrial segments that we can provide, right? So this is the energy controller that I have mentioned over here. Now, and another newest kid in the block, which I would say is once again the one that we have over here, which stands for also an energy storage system, but as per compared to the residential, it is purely meant for the commercial and industrial segment. Now, the proposition for this is that for commercial and industrial owners, obviously there's something that we call as in your regular TNB bills monthly, there will be something called as maximum demand. So in which this maximum demand is able to, you are able to reduce that further maximum demand caused by installing an energy storage system. If that is something that you guys are looking for, this is the answer for that. Now, moving on further forward, this is for the utility segment that we have. So commercial and industrial, as I mentioned earlier, is meant for, once again, commercial industrial areas. But whereas as for utility, the main idea of our smart PV inverter is to generate as much of energy. From there on, I will supply to the national grid over there. So usually from here on, it has a much bigger capacity because in hindsight, the capacity of my utility inverter is going to be very, very much bigger compared to my residential or my commercial and industrial. So with the largest model of my inverter over there, which as big as possible, I'm able to observe the overall lesser quantity of my energy control that is needed. So in order to provide the entire system as well, we do have the we call as transformer station or a compact substation, along with the utility scale of energy storage to provide a solution from A to Z, in which once again from our PV modules from Jinko all the way down to my energy controller, to my transformer station and my energy storage to complete a solution from A to Z.
Hi everyone, my name is Falik. I'm a technical support engineer from JJ-Lapp. Basically, JJ-Lapp is a joint venture between two companies, which is Jepson & Jason and Lab Holding Asia. So basically, we are the cable manufacturer and solution provider. We have many types of cables brand that suit your requirement. So if you look into here, we have an off-flex cable, which consists of power and control cables. And then we have the Unitronic. It is regarding the communication cables, which is RS485, you name it lah. And then we have a Heatronic cable, is for fiber optic cables. So this is our product line, and all our products are according to the standard. JJ-Lapp is a value-added partner with Huawei since 2021. So what we do here, we give a full complete solution to the customer. It's either pre-sale to give a solution and also after-sales services. So if you look into here, this is a solar PV restoration solution. Okay, what are the items needed in this system is you need to consider to purchase the, of course lah, this one is an inverter. You need the inverter, you need the battery. If you look into the full complete solution for full consumption on the renewable energy, and then we have also the smart EV charger. And then for our product, our main product for solar EV is our DC cable, and then as well for our smart DC connector. So if you look into here, this is a typical Huawei PV residential solution design. We start with the DC part, which consists of PV panel, and then from the DC, it will go to the inverter. So our cable are DC cable, so the DC cable will connect from the PV panel to the inverter, and then inverters will convert it from DC to AC and supply it to the household. Okay, from here as well, if we look into a typical solar system, it doesn't consist of battery. Okay, what happens here if you don't have the battery? When there is no grid outage, meaning blackout, so because the PV is an on-grid type, PV grid type, so meaning when there is no AC detection, so the inverter will shut down. But if you install the battery with the backup box, it will convert from the on-grid mode to the off-grid mode. So during blackout, there is no issue. You still have the electricity compared to your neighbor. So basically, in SHRDC COE, we place our demo unit. This is the actual. So if you look into here, this is our single-phase inverter. The capacity is 2 KTL L1. L1 stands for lower voltage. And then we have the battery system here. We call Luna 2000. So for Luna 2000, we have two compartments. The upper one is we call power module. This one is for charge and discharge, go to the inverters. And then the below one is the battery module. So one battery module, the capacity is 5 kilowatt hour. So one power module, it can be stacked up to 3 battery modules. If you look into here, we are discharging manually from the battery to the grid. If you look into the arrow here, it stands for okay, how many the discharge power from the battery. If you look into here, this is 0.984 because I set it at 1 kilowatt hour. So instead like this lah. So you can when you click here, you can monitor the battery online lah. So you can have the running status, and also the SN number, and then the SOC, state of charging, and then the total discharge power lah. Okay, so if we want to discharge it, we can discharge it manually. Okay, to discharge it manually, okay. Previously, we go to discharge the battery. Now we want to charge the battery. So we select the charge here, and then you click OK. So the discharge power, the charging power is the charging power. So we set at 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. The target SOC we set at 100% lah. Okay. Then we go submit. So the setting saved successfully. Then we go to the monitoring bag. So you see the arrow from battery to the inverter, they go to from the inverter to the battery. So this is the battery, how it's work. Basically, this is the demo unit, so we don't have the PV lah, because this is more to the grid charging and discharge. If you guys got any inquiries regarding the solar product, or you want us to give a briefing regarding the product training, you can go to our QR, you can scan our QR to get more information. So we will help you on that.